Welcome back to another very special episode of Grim Reaper RC, and in today's video we're going to be going through and we're going to be talking about how you guys can make sure that your white and all transparent Lego pieces do not turn colored. You guys can see on here it is lightly starting to turn yellow on the Ultra Dragon, so we're going to go through. I'm going to tell you guys how you can fix this and what you can do to mitigate the issue, how we can resolve it, and what we can do to make sure it never happens again. So let's get right into the video today. If you have not been on my channel, this is Grim Reaper RC. We do a bunch of different stuff. We do RC reviews, we do reviews of all technology, and now we're getting into Legos and everything related to Legos and stuff like that. So make sure you guys like, share, comment, subscribe, and turn on the post notification button. That way you guys get notified whenever I upload a really cool or informational video just like this one. So as you guys can see, both of these are older sets. This one is actually from 2021. This one is from, I believe, around the same time as well too. And you can actually see that on the Samurai J suit. This thing looks absolutely brand new still. All of the white tiles and white bricks still look super shiny and brand new. This is actually one of my favorite Titan mechs. Jay is one of my favorite ninja. Lloyd is actually my #1 favorite ninja. Then Cole and Jay, and then so on and so forth. This Titan mech, though, looks absolutely amazing. His mech suit just looks perfect. I am grabbing my brother's Lloyd's Titan mech. He has the newer version compared to the 2019. He has the 2021 or 2023. I forget. We're going to have to look at the year on the box if he still has it. I believe the box is still in his possession, so we will go through and look. Also, we do have the review of the twin Titan mechs coming very shortly. You guys can see I did just shoot the blaster on the shoulder of Jay there, and it looks absolutely amazing. Even the rubber on the blasters itself still looks fairly brand new. Now, let's go through and take a look over here at the Ultra Dragon. The Ultra Dragon is having a little bit of a struggle here. This thing is starting to show its age. You guys can see this was actually stored in a basement. If you haven't seen the video on how I acquired this, make sure you guys go check that out. It will be linked in the description box down below, and it is in the information section up top if you do not want to go through and press those buttons. So you guys can see that this is the legacy version of Lloyd riding the Ultra Dragon here. This thing looks absolutely amazing. I was actually lucky enough to pick this up for free. Like I said, if you haven't seen that video, go check it out. It does have the Firehead Dragon over here, which looks so cool. We have the Ice Dragon here, we have the Dragon of Earth, and we have the Lightning Dragon. We have all of the elemental master basically dragons here. This was before Nia was the elemental master of water. Now, with the Tournament of Elements season, which was after the Season 1, which was the Rise of the Snakes, they actually weren't going to make any more, but due to the popularity of Ninjago, which when I was basically, 10 years old when the series came out, I was so heavily into it. My parents got me sets for Series 1 before it even was on a TV show. It was actually on Cartoon Network. Then the popularity of the Lego sets popped off, so they made a TV series. It was only supposed to last 2 seasons after the Rise of the Snakes and the Rise of the Golden Ninja, which is why after that they had the rebooted season, which came out 2 years later after the Rise of the Snakes. This was a basically afterthought putting this set together. They did have this as the Legacy series. They had the first original version, which was the fully built head. Now they have the brick built heads, which I'm not against the brick built heads. I do think that they look cool, and they have a little bit more basically brick detail on them. You guys have seen I do actually have the regular Golden Dragon, which I will be going through and doing a review on very shortly as well. Now that we're done kind of talking a little bit about what these sets are, how I think about them, let's talk about how we can make sure that the white pieces stay this way. Now, on Jay's Titan mech, this has actually been inside of a cardboard box in my attic in the top part of my garage, basically the attic section, for however many years, 3 years at the time. Now, I do have much older sets than this. I do believe I have ones from 2006 and 2009, so we're going to have to pull those later on, and we're going to have to see the condition of them as well. But most of the sets are doing good. Since I acquired this one from somebody else, I do believe it was stored in a basement area area, and it was actually a little bit of moisture in there. Now this does look like it was in the sunlight as well. That is another thing that we're going to note too. Anytime a Lego set is in the direct UV sunlight, it does cause damage to the white bricks. Actually, it causes damage to any of the bricks. It is basically plastic. If you go ahead and throw any type of plastic in the sun, it will get brittle, it will get destroyed, and it will change color, which is what you see here exactly. Now, with the fact of this all changing colors, most of these pieces, if you guys are looking for anything or any pieces, you guys will be able to get them on the Bricklink website, or you can actually get it on Pick-a-Brick from the Lego website. I'm running through the issue of all of these sets are basically missing one tiny piece, and I'm hoping that I'll be able to go through my big bucket at my mother's house and find most of them. But if not, there is the Pick-a-Brick section. They do charge $10 shipping, so make sure you have $10 worth of parts before you go there so you can get free shipping. It is so much more worth it to do it that way. I have also done a little bit of the research and basically the math, which is my worst subject to figure that out. I'm a big fan of the way this dragon looks. Another thing too is this is the vinyl wings on the dragon here. Now, if this was left out in the sun fully for a really long time, chances are the wings will get deteriorated. They will start to peel, they will start to pick, and they will start to rip too. Same thing with the cloth ones. The cloth ones might not take as long. The printing on them will go first, and then you will see them start to rip. But you can tell just by putting these two side by side from each other, the white textiles and the white plastics between the two do look very, very, very different. I am still a huge fan of this set, and for getting it for the complete price of $0, I cannot complain. I am so happy with this thing. I mean, it's so cool, and especially seeing that as a kid, I wanted this set so bad, and due to the price of it, it just wasn't a possibility, and it did look a little bit weird too, so I couldn't justify saving up all of my money at that time to get one of these Lego sets. But now that I am a adult where I can get these things for basically free, which if you guys haven't been able to watch that video, like I said, it's absolutely crazy, so go check it out. It will be linked in the description box down below. It is definitely worth the watch. We do have a bunch of different videos coming out. I do have a bunch of different plans as well. Like I said, we have Lloyd's second Titan Mech that I will be doing a video on. And I think I'm going to wait a little bit. What I'm doing is, it's kind of hard to explain, but I am getting one Lego set that is from my past childhood. Basically every 2 weeks is when I am picking it up and grabbing it. So it's kind of a difficult thing, but in the meantime, we are doing a comparison between all of the sets till then and from then. So what's next picking up is Lloyd's second Titan Mech. We'll do a review on the two twin Titan Mechs from Lloyd, and then we will wait a little bit, and I'm going to do a review on the twin Titan Mechs of Kai and Nia. Now, that might be way down the road. I do not want to finish the Titan Mech series too early, so you guys might actually see me switch to building the blacksmith shop or building something like that instead in the meantime. I think I'm going to wait for the Titan Mech series to go all throughout the summer, and this will be a Ninjago series on the Grim Reaper RC channel. So, I hope you all enjoyed. With that being said, thank you guys so much for watching Grim Reaper RC today. With that all being said, we are uploading every single day. I have been taking a little bit of a break, but it was so that I could get caught up on all of these videos. I do have ones planned basically for every single day. I did break my phone recently, so that is why the videos have been a little bit out of whack. So, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all in the very next episode of Grim Reaper RC, where I think I'm going to do a complete full-on one-by-one review of Jay's Titan Mech versus Lloyd's 2019 Titan Mech. Or I might even do a video on the Titan Mech, comparing it to the Ultra Dragon, a legacy set versus a non-legacy set. Compare them and contrast them. So make sure you guys stay tuned, and I will see you all in the very next episode of Grim Reaper RC.